Hello everyone, my name is Willow, and this is the Rewatch. I've wanted to do reaction videos for some time now, but I always hesitated because I've watched so many things over the course of my life, being a movie and TV nerd, that I didn't really see an in because I couldn't do a lot of first time watching reactions because I've watched a lot of stuff already, and the stuff that's popular right now is stuff that I've watched. So for a while I just kind of well, maybe not, but I was like, but it's something that I did want to try. So this is going to be me rewatching a lot of things that I've watched before. Maybe it's been a while, maybe it's an old favorite that I'm just revisiting, but I feel like maybe it's a niche that isn't being served because I don't see a lot of rewatch reaction content. So again, this is an experiment. We're going to see how it goes. The videos are going to go up on Patreon first, and then after about a week or so, they'll go up on YouTube, probably edited. So, with a new iteration of the TV series coming out, The Librarians, The Next Chapter, I thought I would revisit the originals as well as the movies that inspired the series. So today we're going to be watching The Librarian, Quest for the Spear. There's our guy. I like how they brought him into the Leverage Redemption sequel series too. Like Dean Devlin finds a guy he likes working with. He's gonna bring him back. So I feel like I originally watched this when either when it first aired on TNT or in one of its Gotta Love a Hero posts. But I either watched this when it first aired or in one of its replays.
We summon down the powers of the gods. Look at those support stones along the edge. If even one of these stones was but an inch out of alignment, the entire Great Pyramid would come crashing down. How did they do it? How did these primitives unlock the majesty, mystery of trigonometry, calculus?
Well, if you're familiar with Stargate, which is also Dean Devlin, aliens.
The answer? They reached past themselves. They touched the divine. Summoned the muse. Forged what is indeed the greatest of the original 7 wonders of the world. Sorry. Somebody spill a mochaccino? Yeah.
I love the switch up. I relate to Flynn so hard because, I feel like that's me in most scenarios.
Whereas Flynn, you won't be continuing on with the Fiddle project. Sorry.
But I'm your best student.
Ah, voila. That's the problem. You aren't my best student. You are everyone's best student. You've never been anything but the best student. Honestly, Flynn, I'd be doing you a disservice to let you continue.
That's unfair and confusing.
You all
Very.
What? 4 degrees in Egyptology? Flynn, do you really need a 5th?
I'm weak on the 2nd dynasty, and I'm relatively useless on the 6th.
How many degrees do you have in total, Flynn?
Not that many.
I checked your transcript. You have 22.
Professor School is what I know. It's what I'm good at. It's where...
I wish I had that kind of staying power.
Have you ever been out of the city? I mean, when was the last time that you went dancing or to a ball game?
Okay, wait a second now. What is it exactly that you're doing?
You need to find a job, Flynn!
Look, man, some people just like learning. It's not a bad thing.
All I want to do is learn. We never stop learning, Flynn. Never. It's only where we learn that changes. And it's about time you started doing it in the big, bad, real world. Professor, sink or swim, Flynn. Professor, hey, no more. Look ahead. That way. No more. Good luck. Off you go.
Poor Flynn. Hello, Judson. Actually, I didn't remember that part. I didn't remember that Judson was, like, eyeing him for the job before. Like, we see him eye him. Like, we know he does, but, like, yeah. I don't remember that at all. And this is why we rewatch. Olympia Dukakis. Love her.
Men.
More books.
These aren't just books.
That's, like, everybody in my life when they see that I've brought home more.
These books are slices of the ultimate truth from the greatest thinkers of all time. And they speak to me
They speak to you.
like nothing else.
Do they tell you to do bad things? Do they tell you to set fires? Don't listen to the books if they tell you to set fires. Deborah, Flynn, Deborah. You two look great together. I'll leave you two kids alone.
Would you like to sit down?
I recognize Deborah. Is she?
No, thanks. Oh, carbs.
How does my mom...
Friends with my mom. Oh, they're so obsessed with getting us into relationships, huh?
Yes, exactly.
Is she the Mark from the potato job?
Our house is locked in our rooms.
I think she was in an episode of Leverage.
Things that make life worth living.
Lisa Brenner.
They can't be thought here. They must be felt.
The Inside Job. Yeah, it is the potato job. Yep. No, sorry, not the potato. It's the Inside Job. The one with the blight. Right. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I knew it was one of those. I knew it was one of those that dealt with an agricultural firm. I was just off on which one.
You have been selected to interview for a prestigious position with the Metropolitan Public Library.
How did you do that?
Fair question, Flynn.
Next!
I'm not gonna...
Where do you think you're going?
Ooh.
Yes, you. Get in here.
No, the other guy trying to book it right now. Every time I'm on a hardwood floor in public, I have the same problem. Because it sounds way too loud to me. So I'm just like, can I not clack?
What makes you think you could be the librarian?
Jane Curtin. She's so great.
Well, I've read a lot of books.
Don't try to be funny. I don't do funny.
I'm sorry.
This is kind of how I felt in my interview when I was a library assistant for a while. One of the
I know the Dewey Decimal System, Library of Congress.
one of the workers at that library
I could set up an
pretty
RSS
much
feed.
gave me that vibe the entire interview. I thought I'd bombed it. Worked there for 2 years.
Tell me something you know that nobody else who has walked in here could tell me.
You have mononucleosis. Your marriage broke up 2 months ago. You broke your nose when you were 4, and you live with 3 cats. Is that what you had in mind? Swollen pharyngeal lymph nodes and distended eyelids are clearly mono. It takes about 3 months for an indentation on ring finger to completely disappear. Yours is approximately 2/3 gone. Your plastic surgeon gave you a terminus paralateral scar, which is usually only given to children under the age of 6, and I can clearly see 3 distinct types of cat hair. A white Himalayan, a tortoiseshell, and
An orange-striped tabby.
Torty. Mine's in the other room sleeping.
I didn't break my nose till I was 5.
What's more important than knowledge?
There he is.
Where did that come from?
Just answer the question.
The things that make life worth living can't be thought here. They must be felt here.
The interviews are over. Send everyone home. Not you.
You are about to begin a wondrous adventure from which you will never be the same. Welcome to the library.
I love how they keep using the definite article. The librarian. The library.
If we shadows have offended, think but this, and all is mended.
That we have
Puck.
but slumbered here, whilst these
Visions did appear.
Very good.
Midsummer Night's Dream.
Midsummer Night's Dream.
One day, I will have the hidden room behind the bookcase. One day, it will happen. I swear it.
Isn't that what the Army does with nuclear weapons?
Where do you think the Army got the idea?
I would lose my entire mind. Ark of the Covenant.
It's 2.5 cubits in length, cedar wood, gold overlay. That is an exact replica of the Ark of the Covenant.
It's not a replica. Don't touch it or you'll be electrocuted. Or as they used to say, smoked out.
When did they say that, Judson?
Am I on TV? Is this one of those hidden camera shows?
Trust me, Flynn, this is your destiny. You are now the guardian of all these great treasures.
What's hanging in the Louvre?
Well, you don't really think we'd let the real one hang in a public museum.
Fair.
We're very careful about who we allow to be the librarian.
Especially after everything that happened in City of Death. Don't. Uh-huh.
This box once belonged to a girl named Pandora. She opened it one day, and evil controlled the land for 1,000 years. So I think it's best not to repeat her mistake.
Yeah.
This is all impossible.
I like how Warehouse 13 crossed a lot of similar territory, but the library was more magical in origin.
Where they can release the sword from the stone. Try it.
No.
I mean, Warehouse 13 still had magic, but like, it was more like the sci-fi bend. This was more fantasy.
I'm not exactly sure why it is that you chose me.
We scour the educational system, both the public and private, from 100 countries. We read essays, doctoral theses.
Midas.
We even read those accursed online blogs.
So there's a system.
Oh, there's a system.
So, I'm picturing Judson just scrolling Tumblr, looking for like the wildest takes in academia, which there are plenty of.
Flynn, you've been studying all your life. This is why.
See, this would be my problem in a place like this. I would be so overwhelmed with everything. Like, I wouldn't know where to start. Like, my ADHD would just be off the charts. Ooh, what's over here? Oh, what's over here? Oh, what's over here? I mean, yeah.
I got it.
Unicorn. But is it the last unicorn?
It takes a new librarian 4 hours to fire up the jetpack. You did it in 3. Congratulations.
Edward Wild. He must have been the last librarian.
Yes, he was. God rest his soul.
Kale. That's Kale. Sorry. David Lynch bit.
Tell me about your new job. 16 years of college, all those fancy degrees. What are you doing?
Librarian.
Librarian?
I'm sorry, that's still a cool job even without the mystical part of it. Come on.
Everything went exactly as you said.
Kelly Hugh. Hugh? Who? How do you pronounce her last name? I'm never sure. Anna Ripley.
After all that, you're going to tell us what we stole?
Good old Kyle.
The realization of a 5,000-year-old dream.
I've always wanted a desk that has that. It looks all nice and flush, and then just whoosh.
They only had time to take one item.
But what's the one item?
They took the Spear of Destiny.
Do you know about the Spear of Destiny?
It's the spear that supposedly pierced the side of Jesus on the cross. An ancient talisman reported to have mystical powers. Whoever controls the spear controls the fate of the world.
For thousands of years,
Yeah.
whoever had the spear, from Charlemagne to Napoleon, became the greatest conqueror in the world.
Well, that's just a fragment of spear.
Hitler had only one piece.
Yeah.
One can only imagine how powerful all 3 are. Confrérie de Serpent, Serpent Brotherhood.
Serpent Brotherhood.
Serpent Brotherhood. What do these guys play? A lot of Dungeons and Dragons?
They were a splinter group back when the library was
Flynn.
in Alexandria in ancient times. They were scholars too, but they wished to use the powers of the artifacts to rule. It was they who incited the riots that led to the destruction of the first library.
Well, then we better call the police.
Oh, yeah, call the police.
Technically the Serapeum.
The Golden Goose, the Lost Ark. Enjoy your stay in the psych ward.
Because the actual Library of Alexandria was burned when the riot happened later.
Flynn, you are the only one for the task. You are the only one on Earth for the task.
Look at it this way. If you come back, you'll be a hero.
Well, that sounds very, if I come back?
Things aren't.
If I come back?
What I'm hearing is that I'm not coming back, and I don't want to go if I can't come back.
They didn't take the book. If you ever want to hide something, hide it in plain sight.
Language of the birds?
Yes, mankind's universal language. That is, before God decided that man should speak many tongues after the Tower of Babel.
Well, this has been a dead language for thousands of years. I mean, there's nobody alive that even knows how to read it.
So, you better get cracking.
Even with the Rosetta Stone, it took hundreds of Egyptologists 17 years to decipher the Egyptian hieroglyphics.
Well, you have considerably less time.
The fate of the world is in my hands.
Yeah.
That is just so sad.
I mean,
Oh, God help us all.
to be honest, if I was in Flynn's place here, if I got this job and then all of a sudden like had to immediately turn around and go save the world, I probably would feel the same way. You know, I remember her name. She's good though. She's always good in what she does.
Believe it or not, this is actually my first plane flight.
Let's stop for a moment and consider. I'm way out of your league.
Where?
If your league were to explode, I wouldn't hear the sound for another 3 days.
So for everybody's sakes, let's just
Enjoy a companionable silence.
That's rough, buddy. Well, nuts.
I did it. I did it. I just learned the language of the birds. Didn't even know Rosetta Stone. Just did it in 7 hours and 26 minutes. Sorry.
I mean, translating a long, long dead language in 7 hours is pretty freaking good.
Golden ratio. The golden ratio.
You're about to say that the ratio of 1.618 to 1 has been proven to be the key to everything in nature that we find beautiful, and that my face is the most perfect example you've ever seen of that ratio.
How could you possibly know that?
Because every geek I've ever met has tried to hand me that line.
I'd love for you to join us in the cabin to see the sunrise over the Amazon.
Of course you would.
I would.
Not you, Flynn. Yeah, not you, bud. Aww.
That's the librarian.
Don't underestimate him.
Sorry. I just need to get past you. I need to use the bathroom. Hey. Hey.
Uh-huh.
Oh. Good. I'm impressed. Who are you?
Love to talk. Oh, really? Don't have the time.
Yeah. Tired of these mother effing snakes on this mother effing plane.
What are you doing?
We're going out.
What room?
Uh-huh.
Don't tell me you're afraid of heights.
It's just that I know that the odds of an untrained guy like me surviving a jump from 11,000 feet at 72 again.
To quote Han Solo, never tell me the odds. Substantially worse. That's a narrow margin.
He lowers our expectations and then jumps without a chute. Remarkable.
I love that she's such a librarian fangirl.
Who the hell are you?
And get your knickers in a twist, Carson. Judson told me to look out for you.
Well, Judson told me to trust no one.
Oh, yeah? Well, I'm Nicole Noon. No one. Didn't they tell you to expect me?
No.
No one.
Nobody told me anything.
It's a good joke.
Really? No calls. They'll use the signal to triangulate our location.
Well, that's against the law.
They just tried to kill you. You honestly think they care about breaking phone tapping regulations?
I wonder if that bit of Last Crusade inspired No, sorry, it wasn't Last Crusade. It's... Or is it Last Crusade?
You need a hand?
Where he sends Brody on ahead. But I wonder if that whole thing with Brody, if that's kind of what inspired
Good, monkey boy.
Flynn's personality, like the concept of this. It's like, what if we put just like a solid book jockey into an Indiana Jones style adventure?
Let's hear it, genius.
Well,
Well,
that is an extremely rare blue condor, found only within a 100-mile radius of the Amazon's purest tributary. The only mountaintop tall enough to have a snow cap this time of year in that radius is Mount Portobello. We are at minus 5.2 degrees latitude, minus 64.6 degrees longitude.
English?
We need to go 24.7 miles. That way.
that way.
Well prepared.
That maybe you're a violent sociopath.
You say the sweetest things.
How many miles have we walked anyway? 5? 10?
Maybe one?
Hello? Another person here. A little consideration, please.
Oh. So much for that.
Hey! Unknown thread file. Can't believe it. If you're nice, I'll name it with you.
Still my heart.
Ficus narcissus. Okay, I won't ask you any more questions. So how long have you worked for the library?
5 years.
Do these jumping out of airplane jungle adventure things happen to you often?
Uh-huh.
What happened to the last librarian?
You don't need to know about me. I don't need to know about you. We just need to work together.
So...
Sore spot.
Nothing good then?
Oh.
It's the only way across. There is no way! Look. The support beams, they're all decomposed. This wood is completely rotted. There is no way that this bridge can structurally support our weight. Nicole! Nicole! Take a chance, big boy.
No, I'm not great with heights, so this is...
Look down.
Why do you tell people that? Because that's immediately what they want to do.
Get inside. You must know the time it takes a bird to become a bird again. Got any idea what that means?
You brains, me brawn.
I cannot believe that I was wrong about this bridge. I really didn't think that this would support us.
Well, that wasn't bright. Jeez, Flynn.
Flynn! Take my hand. Reach for my hand.
This thing's so creaky, I'm gonna jump on it.
Keep coming. That's it. Go on. Keep reaching. Bang.
Well, I hope you're having fun.
Actually, I am.
That's when it's all book smarts, no street smarts.
Street smarts!
You have no idea what sets my soul free.
Really?
That's pretty smooth, Flynn. That's pretty smooth. Yeah.
To get inside.
That'd work on me.
Maybe I'm not as smart as I thought I was.
Nobody talks about the librarian like that, not even the librarian.
See, yeah. I need Nicole in my life.
That's Shellyak and Terabellum, Cassiopeia.
Don't tell me you memorized the universe.
Little known universe. Nicole, what happened to the last librarian?
He died. End of story. I'm not very good at remembering details.
Well, you're the type that remembers everything.
We were in the Antarctic. We were sleeping in an igloo that he built. When I woke up in the morning, he wasn't there. And I ran outside just in time to see the Serpent Brotherhood cutting off his head. I had one job: protect the librarian, and I failed.
I would love to know how they did that, considering it's been a long time since I watched this. I forgot a lot of this.
Fica aí.
O que você está fazendo na minha selva?
Viemos regresar a Lanza Biblioteca.
Eles vêm pela lança.
It was just Portuguese. I was overthinking it.
Fair. Fair.
It appears that they think that we're some kind of couple. Well, we wouldn't want to offend them.
Flynn's reading has definitely included some romance. Only one bed? What shall we do?
It's not your fault. The last librarian. I mean, we're human beings. We can't control who we fall in love with. Look, you've done a great job keeping me alive, and I know that that hasn't been easy.
I appreciate that.
Flynn! Move! Come on!
Oh, God. Straight up open fire, jeez.
I know, I got it.
Must go faster, must go faster. Well, hi.
Don't you ever leave my side again, do you understand?
What is this? Slap the Librarian Day?
Oh, I get it. You're just being professional.
Technically, it's a new day, so it's we're entering into Slap the Librarian week.
Why are you smiling? I don't like it when you smile. That means you're about to do something incredibly dangerous.
Oh, you know me so well. Don't look. Oh, did you see that? Librarian is incredible.
I love how, without realizing it, she's really more attracted to Nicole. It's the action and the wild decisions that are attracting her, and it's all Nicole. That book can't be in great shape after that. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
All right. Now we're close. All we have to do
is walk the circumference of the Earth divided by the length of the fortress of Ollantaytambo.
How in the hell are we gonna figure that out?
792 yards. That way. 1, 2, 792.
The number of times I would have lost count.
You must have got something wrong.
I don't get facts wrong. It's everything else I screw up.
It's everything else I screw up.
When the Toltecs invaded Chichen Itza, it was rumored that a group of Mayan priests fled Mexico with their entire treasury. As the story goes, they built a Mayan temple deep in the Amazon jungle to hide the treasure, never to be heard from again.
Hello.
the procession.
Yay! What is that?
That's the time that it takes the constellations, what the Mayans called the birds of heaven, to make a complete revolution around the galaxy. 25,765 years. The Mayans were the first to discover it. All right. 25,000.
I mean, that's a pretty impressive puzzle when you think about it. Because that's a very unique piece of knowledge in order to solve it. Could at least put a cushion down, I feel. If that's the way you're supposed to go in. You know what I mean?
We are in a Mayan death chamber. Escape is granted only to those who can solve the secret of the room.
Yep.
The only way out is that doorway on the other side.
Okay, so
Good luck with that.
how do we get to that door?
Yeah.
That's the secret.
And that's the incentive.
That's not good.
Okay, we have to figure out a way of getting to that doorway on the other side before that wall pushes us into that abyss.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Any clues in that book of yours?
No. Okay, we're on our own.
So now?
Not sure.
Well, now would be a damn good time to come up with something brilliant.
Oh, sure. Just figure it out. That is why you're on the mission, after all.
Focus. Big mission. Fate of the world.
Yeah.
Nothing's coming to me!
Danger spikes.
There is a place in this chamber where all priests receive salvation no matter what, and that place would be... there?
That's mid-air, Sherlock.
Trust me?
You only live once.
Unless you believe in Buddhism.
Oh, I hate you so much.
Optical illusion. Mirrors. The Mayans were the first tribe in the Americas to use them. There it is. There's the second piece.
Yeah. Haha.
Well, it's an exact rhythm. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
It's a waltz.
Why does it sound so familiar?
It's called a waltz. We have to dance our way to the treasure.
I broke every toe of every girl that I danced with at my high school prom. No,
What?
not One, two, three. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Shouldn't I be the one dipping you?
Technically.
Yeah.
You better have a damn good reason for doing that.
Yeah, well, these
Traps.
things are always booby traps.
Oh, do it.
No, I can do it. I can do it.
Sometimes not.
I just forgot to factor in the slope of the floor. Whoa!
She really would have been no one. Part 2.
I believe Fred is hands up.
I really admire your work.
There he is.
I knew you'd bring me to peace, Nicole.
Edward?
You're the last librarian. Wait a minute.
Yeah.
You're dead.
And yet here I stand.
I saw you die.
You saw an elaborate special effect. Your tears were perfect. I couldn't have planned it better myself.
So they really didn't cut off your head.
You're the librarian.
But why?
Absolute power is the ultimate aphrodisiac.
Kyle, when Kyle plays evil, he does a good job with it. I tell you that.
Goodbye, Nicole.
He's Cooper doppelganger in the Return. Freaking well done evil. As is this.
Sure. Why not? Because you need me to find the last piece. And I won't do it without her.
I don't need you. I have this. The language of the birds. Nobody can read this.
Nobody except a real librarian.
Tugzaksu akchai. Kokokaksi. Kapapipsiposh. The language of the birds, that means you're up the creek. And I've got the only paddle.
Tell me where the third piece is, and I'll let her live.
Don't tell him.
It's in Shangri-La.
Shangri-La.
Welcome. It's been long prophesied that you would come today. We want this spear piece.
He's in so much. Can't think of his name right now though.
Open it.
We are the mere keepers. We have no idea how to open it.
Fortunately, he does.
This can't be right.
What?
Well, it says that this can only be opened with the name of God.
So? So, the name of God is only the biggest secret in the world? 4,000 years people have been trying to figure it out. You expect me to come up with it in 15 seconds? M-E.
God is within us all.
Go ahead. Take it.
You take it.
Yeah, sure, fine. Wasn't trying to walk you into a trap or anything.
Problem? No.
Laws, fly up here now. Track my signal.
It's about time.
Yeah. Don't mess with the monks.
I want the spear piece, Nicole.
A man in hell wants ice water. Doesn't mean he's gonna get it.
No! Wait! Get back! Get the spear! Get the spear!
Hold on! We have to get the spear piece.
You wanna hide something, you do it in plain sight.
Guard it well. The spear opens the door, but it must be kept closed.
You know, casting him for that part kind of reminds me of again, I'm horrible with actor names today, but the guy that played Egg Shen in Big Trouble in Little China and also played the basically same role as the head monk of a temple in Golden Child. Casting him and not having him do like anything other than just his natural accent kind of for some reason reminds me of that.
I've seen worse.
You and everyone at the library can completely relax. We have the third piece of the spear, and it is right completely safe.
Good work. I still can't believe that Wild joined the Serpent Brotherhood. He was a fine librarian. Thank goodness we have a better one now. You better get the door.
Jeez, Judson.
I didn't order any champagne.
But I did. You're not the incredible pansy I thought you were.
And you are not the raving psychopath I originally thought that you were.
Huh?
Well, you are. But in a good way.
Good way. Sure.
What's wrong? You're smiling.
You must have read books on how to make love.
Hundreds.
Uh-huh. Flynn's busy. He'll call you back.
Just answered my son's telephone. Woman just answered my son's telephone. Yes!
Not to have Jabich Bison Tito and Seasgully Boost Cars now? Nicole's missing and so's the spear. Serpent Brotherhood may have taken her, or she may have been in cahoots with Wild all along. Cahoots.
It's cahooting.
All right, all is not lost. It took a great power to sunder the spear. It'll take even more to fuse the pieces together again.
How much?
Strip the mysticism aside, and you'll need a local electromagnetic field registering over 15 on the Shun scale.
Okay. Good. The only time that kind of energy's ever been registered was during a peak full moon at the Great Pyramid, when it had its capstone. And the Egyptian government refuses to replace the... The next peak full moon is tomorrow night. Call the Marines, Judson. I'm coming home. Where are the Marines?
Semper Fi.
You were a Marine.
Good. Wonderful. Well, now let's get that spear back.
Well. Professor Harris. I should have known he was evil. He gave me an A-.
Well, there doesn't seem to be much
Cahooting
going on now.
We call down the power of the gods.
The thing about magic that big, I wouldn't want to be standing that close to it. You know what I mean? It could be a bad thing.
I claim power of life and death.
I can't do this alone.
Me, you know.
Well, no offense, Judson, but you're a bad mother.
Yeah.
I was a librarian too, you know.
I like how that's the first hint we get that Judson is something more. Well, easy cleanup, I guess.
Ha! Houdini, Prague, 1926.
We have to get the spear back to the library.
Yeah, Judson.
Get the spear away from Wild before he gets too powerful.
There's no way I'm going to let you go. I knows how dare you sin.
Yeah, I did what you said. Learned a few things in the big, bad, real world.
Okay, but you know you got a little crush. How easy it could be for you to kill him.
We're gonna rule the world. We could be together. Get your own geek.
Kill Bill was what, year before this? 2 years? This was 2004, so yeah, 2003, 1 year.
The power of the spear is mine. You're the best they could come up with. You're pathetic.
Yeah, Judson.
Clumsy to even die. You say that now, but I danced with your girl.
Uh-huh. We remembering something? Yeah.
Die assured that the librarian will be in far more capable hands. Mine.
I'll say yeah. How to get somebody to rally when they're in their last legs.
You keep your grubby hands to yourself.
Anyone else want a piece of me?
Goodbye, librarian.
Either one of the support stones are off even by an inch. The whole pyramid collapses. I'd say this was out of alignment.
I will destroy you.
You never will. Know why? Because the things that make life worth living can't be done here. They must be felt here.
Yeah. Ooh. This time I'm pretty sure he's dead.
I believe this belongs to the library.
I think it just might.
Small steps, small steps.
What are you guys doing? Okay.
I do like the relationship they built between these two.
I hope you say proceeds. Mysterious Nicole. She's never quite around to meet the mother.
Well, it's complicated.
Hello, baby.
Handsome.
Nicole, this is my mother.
It's a pleasure to meet you, Mrs. Carson.
No, pleasure is mine.
That is
Scorpion League has found H.G. Wells' time machine. We're the only ones who can get it back.
Deadly Scorpion League. What is it with these bad guys and their insect names for their cults? You're smiling. Why are you smiling?
Doesn't time-traveling ninjas out to kill us?
Psychopath?
Okay, so that was the Librarian Quest for the Spear, the first of the Librarian movies, of which there were 3, and then they did 4 seasons of the series, and now the next chapter is soon to begin. It'll be a while before I can probably watch that one, but definitely looking forward to it, and it's nice that I kind of know a few people who are going to be in that writer's room. So I'm interested to see what they bring to the world of the Librarians. But yeah, you know, I kind of forgot exactly how much of the same territory the Librarian universe covers compared to Warehouse 13. Because I know Warehouse 13, of course, has H.G. Wells. It has Pandora's Box. Dude, I'm trying to remember if they have the Ark of the Covenant. I can't remember right now. It's possible. I'll need to do that as a rewatch too. That and Eureka. But yeah, so that, you know, I love movies like this, especially where it's the either reluctant hero or just the like kind of doesn't know what he's in for hero. I mean, you know, he went for a job as a librarian and became the librarian. Was not quite expecting what he stumbled into there, but proved himself to be the right guy for the job. Clearly. Much better than the former. But, you know, these kind of movies are just like my jam. I mean, this is why I like movies like The Mummy are some of my, like, one of my all-time favorites, because like very similar idea where it's, you know, a librarian winds up on this much greater adventure than she ever thought possible. Same thing here. You got Flynn is introduced to a whole other world. And those are some of my favorite stories, because that's partially because that's what I kind of hope would happen to me. And being Dean Devlin is also has, you know, some similarities to Stargate. We have the little bit of Egyptian history, and again the reluctant academic who doesn't realize the adventure that he's about to step into. So there you have it. Thank you so much for watching along with me on this new journey that I'm going to start. I'm hoping this becomes a regular thing and that there's interest. So, you know, this will be up on Patreon first, and then, like I said, like a week later. Actually, this one will probably be a little quicker because I want to release it on YouTube the same day that the next chapter comes out. So, might be a quicker turnaround for this first one. But in the future, that's my plan, is to have a video released on Patreon and then about a week later release it on YouTube. That's the plan right now. We'll see how that goes. But again, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope that you want to see more, because I want to at least try a couple more of these to see how it goes. So until then, see you next time.